Excuse me.
There we go. I wanted to record it just in case we needed like the replay.
No,
Okay. So you always hear us talk about, you know, how important, you know, booking parties, selling products, sponsoring people, you know, all of those things, right? And it can kind of get a little overwhelming. So I wanted to, and it's not that it's like a revelation, but sometimes when in this business, you just kind of forget like the basics a little bit. So I wanted to kind of recap and just kind of go over like the foundation and one of the most important things in our business, and that is getting sales. Okay. The reason that sales are, you know, more important than anything is because, hold on. Are there only 9 of us on right now? I guess so. I thought we were going to have more peeps. That's okay. But this is the thing. So, you know, a lot of us are, you know, we kind of stress with sponsoring, right? And since the 250 car bonus now has a sponsoring or fast start qualifier, I really wanted to kind of recap this. So just so y'all know, so like when I first started my business, I hit elite status. I started obviously as white. We all started white. I went from white to green in 5 months. Okay. And I maintained green until I hit orange, maintained orange until I hit purple, maintained purple. And then I had like a little bout where I wasn't maintaining purple and I was being paid as orange. But one thing, and Sarah and I talked about this a lot, one thing that like I feel like I kind of lost sight of was the sales aspect, because when I first started my business, I had so much excitement and so much momentum because all I focused on and all I taught my team to focus on was just the sales aspect. And that is why you see, you know, Sarah, Sarah, what was your PRS last month?
A little over 4K.
It was like 4,003 something.
Yeah, I can go back and look if I need to.
It was insane. It was insane. But this is kind of like what we took away was that the sales is always going to spark the sponsoring. The sales are going to spark more parties. The sales are going to spark more sales and new sales. And so sales is really the missing component of everything. To be successful in the business, you need to book parties, sell product, and sponsor. If you can master selling, the other stuff is going to fall into place. So I just kind of wanted to chat a little bit about just how to kind of maximize. Okay. And Sarah's going to talk from a team aspect in a little bit. But okay, so first thing with sales, you guys, and I know y'all hear us say this a lot, but parties are literally the most important thing. Now, I know y'all are going to say, well, I do parties, but they don't qualify. Parties are not necessarily for qualifying, because you have to think about it. If you were relying on your current network, your Facebook friends to sell and sell to, your current network, all the people that you know right now are not going to be able to build your business to get you to whatever goal you want to be to. So you have to expand your network. So there's a few ways to do that with parties. You can do parties online. You can do in-home events. You could do, you know, vendor events, stuff like that. But for how fast-paced and how crazy busy everyone is, the most easiest way is to do parties online. And this is where I want you guys to not so much focus on that end goal of focusing on, well, I want the party to qualify. I want this to happen. Just get the parties, because so say you do a party and they add 10 people. That's 10 people that you didn't know before that now you have the opportunity to talk to, that you now have the opportunity to send friend requests. The key is getting them on your friend list. So this is what I do. So when I start a party, I don't go into it thinking like, oh, my party's going to qualify. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't even care if it qualifies. So I start my party and I will go in and say they add 20 people, 30 people, 40 people, whatever. I'll send them a Facebook message. So I will message them and I'll just say, hey, Sarah, I saw Brittany added you to her fall makeup class, whatever you call your things. Just wanted to say hi and introduce myself. How do you guys know each other? So I don't even like lead with sales. I just kind of keep it as just a way to get my foot in the door. And I found that just by keeping it neutral like that, they're more likely to click accept. And then after they're like, oh, she's my cousin, or, you know, we met doing this, whatever it is. Then I say, oh my gosh, that's so cool. We met XYZ. We met in an online makeup class similar to this one, or we met however you guys met. And then I just say, I'm going to send you a friend request so we can keep in touch. Boom. That's how you're going to grow your network, because you're going to stay consistent on your wall. You're going to be posting. Okay. So parties are really the key to, if you want to, whatever goal you have, if you're trying to get to black status, to green status, to blue status, whatever color status you're trying to get to, the more parties you do, the faster it's going to happen. Okay. So, but you got to put that legwork in. So you got to show up in the parties every day, schedule those 3 posts a day, or post whatever. Hold on. My mouth is dry. Yes, I'm drinking a margarita. Don't judge. I don't want to hear it.
I was just about to say, are you drinking a margarita?
I'm 110%. Anybody else drinking? Surely
I was about to yell down the stairs real fast for Brad to bring me up a glass of wine. So
yeah, do it. I mean, if we cannot drink during this business, then, you know, I'm done. Hold on, y'all. I'm like sweating. I have to take my jacket off. Hold on. It is like so hot. Okay. Hold, please. Okay. We good. Okay, so parties, you guys, I really don't want y'all to focus on the end goal of the qualify. Who cares if it qualifies? Just do the party, okay? If you want to go and you want to grow super duper fast, you want to book 5 a week, okay? Booking those parties, you're going to have to send some messages, okay? You're going to have to get in your messenger. You're going to have to talk to people. You're going to have to ask. I book the vast majority of my parties with follow-up. So what I do is when I'm following up with a customer, I say something like, hey, Amber, saw your makeup arrived. How are you loving everything? My verbiage there is, how are you loving everything? What do you love most? Okay. Asking what they love best gets them thinking about the positive. Okay. If there's a problem, obviously correct it. Help troubleshoot with them. If there isn't, hold on one sec. What's going on? Okay, Ellison, are you tired? Okay, honey, you gotta get it. Okay, calm down. You gotta get it together, okay? You gotta breathe. Take a deep breath. They can't see you. They can only see me. You're good. Okay, you gotta chill. Okay, listen, you're tired. You gotta calm down. I'm off. You can't be doing this right now. Sit down. Okay. What was I talking about? Sarah, what was I talking about?
Parties. Booking the parties. Your vast majority you book.
Follow. Thank you. Okay. So when they say, oh, you know, if they tell me like, oh my gosh, I'm loving it. Amber, I just saw your chat message. So when she said, if you guys have questions, just comment it in the chat. If you tap the screen and click participants and then chat, you'll be able to type questions. But then when they tell me they're loving it, I just say something along the lines of, oh my gosh, like, girl, I'm so glad, like, you're loving this so much. This is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to open you a personal shopping link, and let's get a few friends in a group chat. The groups are kind of wonky right now. So I'm trying the messenger parties. Let's get them in a group chat, right? And let's just get a few friends in a group chat, and just, you know, I'll do some really quick tutorials, stuff like that. And let's see if we can get you some for free. What's your email? And I'm going to go ahead and get that set up for you. So I don't even really give them the option to say no. Obviously, if they ignore me, then that's obviously a no, but it's whatever. If you never ask, the answer is always no. Okay. So all of those customers that you sold to over the last few months, message them. If you've been in this business a long time, all of your old hostesses, message them and be like, girl, I am going to reopen your party link. We have literally the most amazing discount bundle this month, and like you guys have to get it. Like you have to get it for free. So I just kind of do it like that. The more confident you are, the better outcome you're going to have. If you don't have wording or you're brand new, you can always message me if I'm your elite or exclusive upline, Sarah Miller, Rachel, Diana, Ashley, Nathan, whoever it is. You can always message, one of us and just kind of ask us for wording help. And the more that you do this, the easier the wording's going to get, you guys. Okay. But asking for parties is huge. I just kind of want to just like seed plant this for you guys. If you just asked 5 people a day, just 5, only 5 people a day to do an online makeup class with you. Okay. At the end of a 30-day month, you would have asked 150 people. And statistically, every 10 people you ask, you'll probably get like 1 yes-ish, somewhere in there. So you'll probably end the month with 15 online parties. Like how amazing would that be? That will explode your business, okay? So if you want to grow fast, you're going to want to do about 5 online parties a week.
Can I just interrupt real fast?
Yeah, go for it.
That, like what she's saying is like freaking legit, because I started Unique with barely 500 friends. And when I was a kidnapper. So whenever I decided to do the things, I just did whatever Ashley told me. And she's like, you need to do 5 parties a week. And I said, okay. So I did 5, 6, 7, one couple weeks I did 10. And it's a lot of work, but I went from 500 to, I think I'm almost to 3,000, and I'm only at like not even a year and a half. So, but my network has expanded. And when you expand, and this is just coming to me now, but like if you knew me before I did Unique, I wasn't outgoing, I wasn't confident, I wasn't like I wasn't that cool, you guys. But now, because I've expanded and I've met so many people, I actually feel more confident because I've talked to so many people, and I know, like, I started so many relationships, so it's kind of like fueled my soul just as much as it's fueled my business. So that's kind of a different like perspective, I guess, that I have on adding new friends.
I love that. And for those of y'all who are afraid to add people that like you don't know to your friend list, don't forget about the block feature. If someone's being a total creeper, then just block them and remove them. Like no skin off your back, I mean, we go into grocery stores and we don't know everybody who's in there. We go to gas stations. We don't know the people who's going to be at the gas stations. No matter where you go, whether you're doing it online or in person, you're going to be around people or interacting with people that you don't know. And I can honestly say some of like my best friends are quite literally people that I have never, like, I never knew outside of this. Like Sarah, I met Sarah, who's freaking rock star, by the way. She sold $4,300 in sales just last month. I met Sarah in an unqualified party. There wasn't like a single comment. Sarah didn't buy from it. She didn't host in it or anything like that. I'm pretty sure, right, Sarah? Like there was like nothing in that, like nothing happened.
No, it was my friend's party, and you did the friends help friends. If 5 people book an online party, she gets Cash. And I was like, I'll help my friend out because like I don't have to do anything in a party. I can ignore it just like she ignored this one. And I don't even remember. I feel like I earned Cash somehow. Now that I'm in Unique, I don't know how I earned Cash because my party didn't qualify. I don't think I booked more parties. I don't know, but I got like half off of a foundation, and that's what happened. Was the half off foundation. And
so if my host, and this is just something that I have always done, if my hostess is like really, really awesome and they're like, participating and helping and all that, I will give them like some of my Cash. I don't know. That's just something that I've always kind of liked to do. So that's probably how.
I probably commented on stuff because I'm a sucker for making people feel good.
But I love it.
Not awkward.
But see, like if I wouldn't have done that party, I would not have Sarah on our team. And Sarah's personally enrolled like 100 people. You know what I mean? So don't get so caught up on well, my party didn't qualify, so it was a failure. Absolutely not. Like the vast majority of my personally enrolled have come from unqualified parties, or they were random friend requests that I sent. I didn't like know them. Maybe we had like mutual friends or something like that. Amber Royer, who's on here, she's one of my personally enrolled. She hit pink status and has maintained pink, which is huge. Y'all know maintaining is like, holy cow.
Insane.
And I literally just like, we kind of knew of each other, but we had never like actually met. And I just randomly added her. Like, so don't get so caught up and tied up with well, my party's not qualifying. Okay. So recap on the parties. Unqualified parties do not mean that it was a failure. Always, hold on one sec, guys. My neighbor. I'm at my neighbor's house in her bedroom doing this. But unqualified parties are good. The more that you do, the better chances you're going to up. And I have to honestly say that the vast majority of my sales from parties aren't necessarily from the actual parties, but it's from later on, because I still show up and I do lives and I do videos and I post pictures and I do, do my story, stuff like that. So kind of going into the live thing. So the next thing is, and this is really like how to really expand and make the most out of sales. Okay, so parties are the first thing. The second thing are lives and tutorials or videos on your wall. Whatever you want to do, I think both are equally as important. Everybody who likes or comments on them, message them and thank them. Our team is really amazing. And so a lot of our girls will just, come and comment. If I see something pop up in my newsfeed, I comment on it. So, you don't have to like personally like message them. I mean, you can thank them in a chat or something, but anyone who's a non-presenter who likes or comments, just send them a quick message and say, hey girl, thank you so much for liking or commenting or whatever they did on this. It means so much to me. Okay.
I literally just did that. She's probably going to buy a kudos and we're going to host a party for her.
Okay,
because I was like,
how'd you do that though? How did you get to that point?
Like, what do you mean? Like, how did I get to booking the party?
How did you go from thanking her to her actually buying the kudos and hosting a party?
Okay, so she liked my picture, right? And I was like, hey, girl, thank you so much for liking my selfie today. I'm obsessed with because it was a picture. It was just a selfie. And it said, I woke up this morning, my skin was red and blotchy. Good thing I had just enough foundation to cover it. And I was like, I'm obsessed with my foundation. It's actually in my Christmas bundle this month, along with a lot of my other top sellers, and you customize it to fit your makeup needs. And she was like, it's really, like she was interested. And I was like, and this month you get free brushes if your party qualifies. So we can do another makeup beauty social with your friends if you wanted to, even if you don't even want me to, like, because she's one of my like big customers. So whenever I follow up with her, if something freebie's happening, I'm like, well, if you have friends and family and you don't want to host another party, I can still make you a link and we can do a group chat, which now I think I'm going to ask her if she wants to do a group chat one, because she didn't like, because the groups, everyone's kind of weird about groups, but the group chat is actually pretty, and I was taking notes. I'm going to call them socials, because in the group chats, they can be like, I don't know. I'm just whatever.
That's super cute. I love that.
So I think I'm going to do a group chat with her, so she can earn the brush set and cleaner, and then that goes towards my 3, so I can earn it too. So I just thank them and tell them like why I'm obsessed with it and how they can get it at a discount nonchalantly.
That's the word. I love that. And as you guys are doing this more and more and more, these ideas are going to come to you. Like you'll see, Sarah always posts, like if something is like really working for her, she'll share it on the team page. I'm always sharing stuff on the team page. So the team page is a really good place for like resource wise to look for ideas if you're stumped. Okay. And you guys have to remember, we're not mind readers. Like we are all our own independent owners. So if there's something specific that you're struggling in, it's your responsibility to reach out and ask. Okay. So if you're like, this wording I'm using is just not working, go to your elite or exclusive upline and ask. So anybody who's on my downline, it doesn't even matter how far you are, you can always message and ask me. Okay. Okay, so on live videos, or regular videos, thank everyone. Okay, Allison, can you shut that door, please? Shut the door. So thank everybody. On your videos, reply back to all of the comments. Okay. So if someone's like, "Oh my gosh, so cute," reply back, "Thanks so much, girl." Comment hours later after you posted it, because it's gonna boost it back in the newsfeed. Okay. Try and keep your live videos under the 20-minute mark. I know when you're doing like a full face look, like that's kind of hard. But just to get all like scientific-y on you, they did a study, and live videos that are 20 minutes or less are more likely to be watched start to finish than videos that are 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, stuff like that. And then focus on your, when you're doing these videos, if you really want to maximize your sales, you guys, pick 1 to 2 things. 1 to 2 things all month long. Just talk about all month long. So for this month, in my opinion, the kudos counts as one thing. That's pretty much all I'm going to focus on, because it's got the liner, it's got the liquid foundation. You can even do the primer is an option. And then the lipstick. So that's all you're really going to see me talk about. And if somebody's interested in the one, I'm going to upsell them on the kudos, because price wise, one of those items is free. So whatever item they're interested in, it's basically free in the kudos. Upselling is a really, really, really big and crucial thing to learn. Sherry always tells me, she says, it's not your job to decide what they can afford. That's not your job. Your job is to tell them how much money they can save, how much more they can get by adding something on. Okay. So for me, if somebody's interested in the kudos, I just did this with one of my customers. All she wanted was the kudos. That was it, just the kudos. And I was like, you're $21 away from free shipping. Are you okay with paying shipping, or would you like to add something else? And she was like, well, okay, well, I guess let me get an Epic mascara too. So I just turned my $79 sale into a $103 one, or whatever it is. Okay. And then the other thing that I said is, and don't forget, when your order's $100 or more, you're going to get free shipping, and you're going to get the $10 Y cash. So that's another big upsell feature too. Even if you're like, oh my gosh, they always tell me how broke they are. They're not going to be able to afford it. That's not your job. Your job is to just keep on. Okay. Your job is to tell them how much more product and value they can get if they do XYZ, or if they add XYZ. What other benefit? Okay. Let them decide, give them the information and let them decide. So live videos on your wall, make sure that they are public, or regular videos on your wall, make sure that they're public. Okay. Now the third thing that's going to kind of bring this full circle is messaging. Okay. You cannot just post something and pray that people are going to come to you. It's not going to happen. I'm just going to break that ice right now. It's not going to happen. Okay. You really have to control that momentum. Okay. So follow up is your friend always. Even if they just bought from you a week ago, it's not your job to decide if they can afford it. Let them know about the new special. Okay. It's good customer service to follow up. Okay. It's not being annoying. Letting them know. I have customers who I will follow up with like every month, and they tell me no. But I've had 3 of them in the last like 2 weeks tell me, thank you so much for always like following up and keeping me posted. Like, you are so good at what you do. Like, I love watching you. And then they've referred me their friends. Okay. In messaging, if you have a customer who has told you no, like they don't need anything, you can reply back and just say, oh my gosh, girl, absolutely. I just wanted to keep you posted, and say, hey, I have really enjoyed, being able to help and serve you. And I just want you to know, if there is anyone in your life that you think, would like these products, or, would enjoy them as well, I'd love for you to introduce us. And I'd love to help them as well. Okay. So asking for referrals from your current customers, that's a whole new untapped market. Okay. So make sure you guys are doing that as well. Okay. Sharing customer service, green light messaging. Green light is your active list messaging. So if you are needing, some sales or something like that, you can click in Messenger active list, and that's all of your Facebook friends who are active. Chances are the vast majority in the first little area are going to be like your Y sisters, because we talk and interact so much. But you can take to hold your finger down and drag, and it'll show you everybody on your Facebook friend list who's active. Okay. 15 minutes a day, spending time 15 minutes a day following up or messaging. If you don't have customers to follow up with, just messaging in general, that is really going to expand your business. But seriously, and I always say this, what you post on your wall is marketing. The sales are going to come from Messenger. Okay. So if you want to be a rock star at sales, you must get in Messenger. And if they tell you no, you can either ask for a referral for a friend or ask for a party. Always ask for a party. If they tell you no, you ask and be like, oh my, say, like, oh, we have to save money, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then you can say, you know what? Like, I totally get that. Why don't we do an online makeup class and let's just get you it for free. Okay. And on that note with messaging, because Sarah Benson Miller is like the queen of messaging, I'm going to let her take over with what she's going to chit chat to us about.
Okay, I just choked on my wine, so hold on. Okay, so obviously everything comes through Messenger, and I find myself holding myself back when the end of the month comes and I'm like, oh, well, we're probably not going to hit it, so I'm not going to push. And that's when I kind of like exit Messenger, because what Ashley said is completely true. So you walk into a store and you're looking around, and that's kind of like your Facebook wall. Well, then an employee comes up to you and says, hey, can I talk to you? Or do you have any questions? Can I help you find anything? That's kind of Messenger. And when I don't think I'm going to hit any goals, I kind of back off, stand behind the cash register, and let them look around my store. So next month I can, hey, can I help you? What are you looking for today? And so, but that just like leads me into what I'm saying, and it sets you up for like icky feelings for the next month. So when you hold back, like say we were like, I think yesterday, I don't remember the percentage that we started off to green. I think it was like 67.
67.
Yeah, 67%. And I was like, that's like, so green is 10,000 and 67% is like 6,700. Is that right? 6,700. I'm not mathy. So that's a huge number. And I've made it that far before, but I always said that's really far away. I don't think we can do it. And so I back off. And what I do is I kind of hoard sales. And so I know who's looking and I know who wants to order. I had a collection order that needed to go in, but I was like, I might hold it to the first, and that'll get me qualified first thing. Well, when you do that, you set your next month up of feeling like, ugh, I didn't make it. We were so close. I didn't push. I was lazy. My team didn't do anything. And it just like changes your entire mindset, which changes your entire vibe, which changes the vibe and mindset of your team. And your team is going to do exactly what you do and probably half of it. So if you're doing absolutely nothing, they're going to do absolutely nothing. And when you do that, that's a stop, start kind of thing. And there's no way that you're going to be successful, because until it snaps into your head, okay, I can't do this anymore. I need to go. Because when you stop and start, you're killing your momentum and you're killing your team's momentum. And if you're a runner and you're in it to win it, most likely most of your team isn't going to be like you. And so if you have a couple girls that like do a few $100s and you're stopping and starting, they're going to stop and they're not going to start back again. So it's really kind of important to keep your momentum rolling. It's kind of like a snowball. Like we all start with like a snowflake and we keep rolling, and eventually we have Olaf, you guys. And Olaf is the coolest kid ever, because whatever. But so yesterday I had this collection order. It was $136. So it would have got me, qualified today. And I was starting the day thinking, I'm not placing it until the 1st. And then I was talking to LASHley, and she was like, well, I can't remember if it was a training or her and I talking one-on-one, but it was like, don't focus on that big goal. Focus on the little goals. How close can you get? If you get a little bit closer than you did the last time, then that's a win. And so I looked at it as, okay, what the heck? I'm going to be 100% in, and I'm going to place that order. And if we don't make it, that's okay, because last month.
What's up?
I wrote it down here.
There it is. Oh, so I forgot what I was saying. Dang it. Hold on.
You were talking about, you had the $136 sale, and you were gonna hoard it, and when she says hoard, she means like hold on to it and not place it until December 1st. So instead of placing it for a November sales to count, she was gonna sit on it and wait until December 1st, because she was focusing on that end goal of green instead of how close can we get.
Right. Ew, Rose just jumped on the bed and farted. So we, I thought, I'm not going to hoard this sale, and because I remember telling Brad, I have this like collection that I'm splitting up. People have already paid me, so I really need to place the order. But what's one more day? What's one more day to get me on a good start of December? Well, it wasn't even December yet, and that's if I had and I look back at like previous months, and that mindset that I've had ruined the next month's goals, because I was already setting myself up thinking, you can't do it. Even if you get close, it doesn't mean anything. Well, we got to flip an 80%, you guys, and that's a heck of a lot closer than it was last month. And so we were winning, okay? And so
preach.
So I decided I'm going to be all in. I'm placing the order. We're going to see how close we can get it. And let me tell you, I do not like asking for help. I do not like posting you people to my customers. I'm going for this. I need you. I don't like doing that. I don't know why. It scares me. But I was all in, you guys. So I did it, and I asked my team, and I think they rallied for me when I hit green the first time. But this time was so different to me. It was like they were hustling. They were cheering me on. I was cheering them on. They were excited. And it was like insane. Crazy. My team is like on the highest of highs that it's been in months. And I thought that my team wasn't doing as much as we could, I was kind of like, oh, I need to sponsor more people. No, I mean, obviously you need to sponsor all the time, but I was like, I can focus on these girls because I think they're pretty awesome. So we rocked it out, and we created momentum. And now, instead of quitting yesterday and just waiting until December 1st, all of their attitudes have changed. We're all on the same high. We're all excited. We all have goals, and our momentum is insane right now. It's crazy. My whole team dynamic has changed, and it's like now it's carrying into December because we ended November on such a high note. And I didn't start pushing for green until yesterday afternoon, when LASHley was like, you really could, do it. And I was like, could I? And I said it, could I? And she was like, yeah. And so I said, okay. And so we started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and they rocked it out all night long, and we sold almost $2,000 in just 4 hours. It was insane. And I'm like, why did I wait until the last day of the month to do that? But it's a learning lesson. It got all of us pumped up. I think this was our perfect timing to get us where we need to be. And so it's insane. So I already said that. Hold on. I have to write notes where I'm going to blank. We sold, when you push and do all the orders you create. Okay, yeah, I already said that. The girls rocked it. Yeah, they did. And so now our December is like insane. So when we don't push, the feelings that I feel, and I'm assuming that everyone else feels, is like defeated, overwhelmed, and it's like all the feelings that make you stop in your tracks and stop what you're doing. And those will kill your business. It'll kill your self-esteem. It'll kill like all the things. Like, and I let that do that to me so many times. And I'm finally like, you gotta snap out of it, because that's, you're in charge of when you run, how far you run, when you stop, when you go, how high you jump, how you crawl. I don't know. You're in charge of it all. So you decide if you're going to be all in or only all in if you think you can do it. And that, to me, that kind of sounds like you're scared. And we don't do things. I mean, we do things when we're scared. We don't sit back when we're scared, you know, because we're like, we do it scared. So don't be scared. You just do it. And so when you're not pushing yourself, you're killing your next month. And when you do that, so the next month, you're going to do less. And then you're going to be even more defeated. So then the next month, you're going to do less. And then you're going to be more defeated. And then you're going to say, you know what? I want to do this. And then you're going to be overwhelmed, because you have to start all over, start basically building your team back up from scratch. And when girls aren't in it all in from the beginning, they're more likely to stop. And so most likely, if you're stopping and starting and you go back and try to get your girls to do it, they're not going to. They're going to say, this ship has sailed. So don't focus on those big end goals, but focus on how close can I get? How much closer can I get? Can I get a little bit closer? And when you hit it, okay, I can do 2% more. Oh, I got the easy. I'm going to do 3% more. And then eventually, and it may not happen the first month that you do it, but it may happen the next month, because you're pushing yourself and you're going to be like, crap, I just hit green so flippin' easy. I'm going to maintain it next month. And then the next month, how close can I get to orange? And so then there, it's just like baby steps. Don't look on that big $10,000. That's why I asked Ashley, I said, I need kudos math for green, because I need to sell 100 kudos. I can do that. That's easier than $10,000. So, you know, that's all I have. But you guys, be all in. Be all in.
That was so freaking good. That was so good. And I asked Sarah to do this, you guys, because she's always been a rock star with sales, but she has like, she'll focus on that big end goal. And I think a lot of us do, you know, like we look and we're like, oh my gosh, like pink is $2,000. Like blue is $4,000. I only have one person or two people working. And when you look at it like that, like it seems absolutely impossible, you guys, but it's little baby steps. And that's kind of the same thing like with parties. Like parties are those little baby steps, those little itty bitty baby steps. That was so freaking good. Thank you so much, Sarah. Does anybody have any questions or anything to add? Anyone at all? Because that was pretty much all I wanted to chit chat about with you guys, is just sales and parties. All right. I think we're good.
Okay, can you take a picture? Because I need a sponsoring post.
Yeah, totes. Everybody smile. Okay, Amber, Roy, or Brittany, Sarah, smile.
Oh, wait, okay.
Oh, hold on, Sarah. You were making a funny face. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to swipe. Hold on. Okay, so now I need Amber, Jen, and Carly smile. Oh, no, where's Amber? She's not there. Hold, please. There we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm going to swipe again. Crystal and Felicia, can y'all come on video just to take a selfie? They're probably like, no. That's okay. If they can't, it's okay. That's okay. Okay, I will I'll post this on the team page post that I did. I will send it. I'll attach those screenshots. I'll attach those screenshots in there.
Okay.
Am I still on?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry, it keeps breaking up. All right, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I love you, girls.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.